Welcome to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are on American Falls and we're going to do a custom farm build. So I loaded us up with some money and we're going to go purchase some property right now. And we're down here at the store, which is at the bottom of the map. We're going to go all the way over to here. And we're going to buy field 13. Now, because I want to take out like the crops and whatever's in that field, in this map, I remember if you don't buy the fields next to it, for example, if I don't buy 18, I won't be able to get rid of that crop completely in 13. So first, I'm going to buy 13. I'm going to buy 18 because that surrounds it. And I think I want to purchase the road as well. I think they give that to you. There it is. Yep. That's what I remember from before as well. That way I can make my drive actually going up to the road. So I'm going to drive out to our property there and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, we are back and we are across from our newly purchased property here. So you can see it's just a empty field as of right now, but I am planning on putting our farm right here on this field and kind of utilizing that pond in the middle as well. So I am first going to start with painting in grass for the entire field. And then once I am done doing that, I will bring you back for my next step. So I'll continue that and bring you back when I'm all set. Okay, so I'm all set painting in the grass, as you can see. So our field is all done. I did have to buy this field or this farm right next to me. That way I could actually get rid of the field. And I had to buy the other one over here. You could see a little bit did not want to go away, whatever I did. Even though I bought the woods across the road, it just didn't want to go. But most of it's already gone, and I'll take that. So now I'm going to go through and actually plant grass. I know I could do this afterwards. However, I just like putting it down now. That way I don't have to go around buildings and whatnot later on. It's just my take on it, but this is what I like to do. So I like to paint, plant, and then place the buildings down. And when I place the buildings down, I kind of looked when I was painting. It's relatively, pretty flat. There are some spots I could tell that if I put buildings down, I'll come to these edges here in a little bit. If I put buildings down, I could tell that I'm going to have to level out a few areas. But I figured I'm just going to do that when I put the buildings down and then just take them off, put them back on. So I'll finish up putting the grass down here and I'll see you in a little bit. I am all done planting grass in our field. As you can see, I'm all set now. And let's get to the fun stuff and actually put our buildings down first. So let's go in to our farmhouses. And we're on American Falls. I would like to put something down. How about this ranch house here? Something that looks like it fits the map a little more. And I'm thinking our main drive is going to come off of here on the right hand side of the house. How about our house kind of sits right in front of this pond? I think that would look really cool. And I'm just thinking how I want the backyard to be. Maybe there. Yeah, that'll look neat. Okay, and let's go up to our sheds next. And I think there's the barn that actually, or the garage, excuse me, that goes along with this house. I've seen a lot of other people use it together, and why not? They look great together. Yep, here's our ranch garage. So let's put that just off to the side there. Great. And then let's keep going. How about when we come off of the drive to the right, I know this is one of my favorite shops, but let's put the wood and recycling bin on the other side. Let's have a shop, so we're gonna come off the main drive here, and let's put a shop right over here off to the side. You can kind of drive through and then go to that back part of the farm. All right, then if we're going to the left, I'm going to put some buildings over here as well. So let's go back up to sheds. And I like this one. I think this one came with the map. Now there is the road back here, which we're going to connect into. So let's pretend this shed, and it comes back through here by our garage. There we go. And about this other one, I think this also came with the map. Kind of place this, kind of making our path out of the farm. And I want to put a longer barn in. Something like this would work. Kind of back up against it there. Like so. There we go. Something like that. And we can store things in there. And while we're right here, I'm thinking we would add maybe a couple silos. I'm going to have some on the other side. And it's some that'll kind of fit the style of this map. There's one. Let's add a smaller fermenting silo here. And then see if we can get one more in there, like this kind of style. That would work. And to move it up a little bit. There we go, something like that. Then you can kind of drive around these silos, through the barns, and go out. I like that. And let's see. Yeah, we're right by it here. Maybe this is part of the older part of the farm there. Get a little bale pallet storage right there. And then let's go back up to sheds. And I downloaded a mod, Red Barn. There it is, 2. I think this is it. There it is, yeah. I like this one a lot. Pretend we have this as well right here. There we go. I like that a lot. You can kind of come through here, around, store things, go back out to the road from there. Yeah, that'll look really cool. I like our pond already in the back. That was already on the map. And this front part, I might just leave. I kind of thought maybe of putting like a berm or something here, kind of an indentation, just for like a, you know, something of interest for the landscaping instead of just flat. So I might do that off camera, we'll see. But let's keep going. So we're going out this way now. And let's put, I think I have some hay barns. There it is. It's a multi-fruit one. There we go. So you can drive through here. And we're coming through. There we go. And then we're coming to our back part, and let's put in some animals next. So for this, I'm going to do cattle again. And you know what? Let's see. I've only used this actually once in one of my own builds. This large one. I think this would look really cool in the background. So I can already see that feeder to the right. It's a little bit higher. Yeah, it is. So, you know what? I'm going to go into landscaping, level, and we can bring this up a little bit here. All right, let's go back into our cattle. Large cow barn. And see, it fits a little better. Yeah, still a little low. I can, sort of see there. Right there is perfect. Kind of want it sideways as you come through. All right. Go back through. And just raise it up. That should be good now. So I didn't just place the barn down and then delete it, but just kind of eyeballing it and knowing I think it's going to be not correct. And then I think there's enough room. I want to be able to drive through the back there as well. And through the front. And let's see, can I get through here? Yes, it's pretty pretty close, but if you're just driving a tractor through there, I think that would be fine. Can get through here. And then, yes, I can get up through there as well. Okay, so let's go around the other side. I was kind of scoping out how much space we have now. And let's pretend we have a smaller barn on the opposite side. And this is going to be our milking barn. So let's place this over here. And put it just along that fence line there. Slightly away from it. There we go. So that'll be along the back side. And then while we're back here, we have a nice large open area. Let's put some bunker silos down. Let's see. It came through. Trying to think of the best way when you would be bringing in silage. So kind of put them here, so we can kind of still get through. Yeah, that'll work good. And then you can still drive around and then out, or drive up and around our barns. Yeah, very cool. Now let's go back to here. So we're on the back side of the property. And let's add some more storage and items that we would need for our farm. And I know I put in a fermenting silo, but I'm gonna have a lot of cattle, so let's put in even larger one. I'll put it back here at this barn. There we go. And let's go back here. And let's see. Let's put in some other storage buildings that we could use. Bale storage. Let's do an open shed on the opposite side here. And just going out to the road. And right there. And you know what? Pretend we were back here. We had repairs to do to our vehicles, tractors, other farm equipment. But we didn't want to go all the way back up to the front. So let's put another workshop back here, actually. It saves us a little bit of time. We just come back here. Let's face it this way, actually. There we go. We can come back here. We have some storage. And you know what would be cool over there, as I'm looking at it? Just another old barn shed or something that you could store some other equipment right off the road. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. There we go. So you can come off of here. We have... Uh-oh. That is... Oh, it's an open storage. Yeah, with... Yeah, we'll leave that one. I thought it was just vehicle storage only, but we'll leave that one too, because we have a lot of cattle. And we can put some other ones over here, so you could really get it a lot and kind of space out. If you just grass or hay over here or silage. Yeah, that would look cool. Great. And then I think we'll leave some of this open. That way you could put, you know, and line up some of your vehicles, tractors and whatnot. Okay. So now let me kind of go back to our front and let's go put in some roads, driveway, all that good stuff. So let's get that there, and we're gonna come off of the main road here. That was my thinking. Here's our main drive. First, it would just go right to our workshop. And then second, it would go all the way up to our house. And we'll keep this all gravel here. And gravel around our garage as well. There we go. And this would come up by our workshop here. Gonna open that just slightly. And the same thing here. Make that a little bigger. And then we would have drive that one over here to our shop. And this, I'm probably gonna gravel it, even though it's gonna be a lot to take care of. Pretty expensive. Gravel all this, but that's okay. Gravel here, and then actually going back up the road. Make a drive next to our neighbors here. That goes all the way back to the beginning of our property. Yeah, that'll look cool. And that way you can kind of just drive up the side there and get to that barn and everything in there. That would be dirt in there as well. Awesome. And then let's go back to our gravel. To that first barn. This would be an old hay building shed. We probably use now for other things and storing other equipment because it's so close to the house. And then this barn would attach over. And then in here we'll pave all that as well. And this, go up to our house. Awesome, that looks cool. And then we'll take this up to the dirt road here, where then our gravel will kind of fade out there. Yeah, and this is where it kind of fades out. Grass is starting to grow back. That kind of thing. Yeah, very cool. And that's where we can kind of go back out to our dirt road. Awesome. And then takes us back up here. Now I'm thinking let's switch this for sure to our dirt. So coming out of here, we have dirt. Matches our gravel up here. Like I said, that'd be a lot to gravel and maintain. Not that the dirt won't be either. And this will swing around. And here's one of our lofts then we can store. And here's our secondary barn. And this would go around. And then to our bunker silos here. Yeah, that'll work cool. Awesome. And then this would swing back around our first barn here. And then this would be a smaller path maybe up here. I'll have to replant some of our grass here that got taken out when we planted. Or, sorry, when we built the barn. There we go. And this gives you plenty of room back here, too, to really put a lot of equipment. So it's really nice. I like that. And then we're going back around here to the front, or the back side of the barn, which has almost the front looking part of it, just because it has the big ramp that goes into our barn. And then goes around our fermenting silo. And I remember this barn, it's cool because it's in the red barn pack. And you actually take the tractor in that door and then you go through. So that's pretty neat. And this would go out and meet up with our road there. And this could go on there. I know I'm kind of just making our roads fast, but I'm going to come back through, add some landscaping as well. I'm going to touch up some stuff. And this gives us plenty of space back here as well, which is really nice to put equipment. And if you're like me when you play, if you see my Alma series, sometimes I just leave it out and I don't even park it at the end of the day. I just leave the equipment out. But this gives you a lot of space right here in the middle. You could unload bales in the center, just leave them in the grass, or leave them over here, have other crop equipment. So yeah, that works really well. All right, well, I'm gonna add some of the plants, trees, other shrubs, flowers, and I will bring you back for that final kind of walkthrough. All right, so I am all set, adding in those small little details, the shrubs, rocks, trees, decorations, fences. So here is our finished farm on American Falls. So here's our main driveway coming off the road. You can see I added a white fence in the front here, merely, mostly for decoration, you know, kind of just having it there. You could do something in this middle. I thought about putting like a little landscape feature in there. I left it out in the end. I thought the farm didn't need it, but you could, or you could put other animals in there too. So there's the option. Here's another drive that comes off around the back to our silos and sheds. But if we go down the main drive here, we have our workshop. Then going straight, we have our house with our garage. To our left is another shed. And then we have some other pole barns, storage back here. And then this actually ties back up to our pond. which also connects to the back road here, which I think is really cool, which gets you pretty quick to our barns. So it's kind of neat how it's all kind of connected on this build here. So we go this way. Here we have another storage silo. Then you go past our pond. Straight is our main barn, as you can see. And then we have our cows in there. And then we'll go around. Here's our milking barn. And then we have some bunker silos back here. And going around, it's connected and plenty of room for tractors, other implements to be put back here as well. And then you keep going. Here is where it connects to the road again. And I have some extra storage back here, another shop. That way you don't have to drive all the way through if you don't want to, even though it's just, right ahead there in that white pole barn, but you can just keep things back here. And then I did throw in another barn in that beginning. That way you can just put other implements back there, especially if you have just things for winter, and then bring them out if you want to, or put them back. And then this is the back drive, or back of the road that kind of connects back up to our main part of the farm. So there it is. It's a really cool build. I am very happy with it. I really like the layout and design. I like the different access points, 2 off of the main road here coming up, and it's a more open type farm, open layout. That way you can get big semis, other tractor implements around, and there's more than one way to kind of access different points. You can go straight here to get to the cattle, or you can come back around that back road and through. So that's really cool. And I hope you enjoyed this farm build with me on American Falls, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.